How's it going, everybody? So we're back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's been about 5 months since I did my Q&A video saying I was going to answer any questions. Of course, I had every intention to answer the questions, I just really haven't gotten to it. I actually kind of forgot about it for a little bit, so we're actually going to answer all the questions, and I actually enjoy doing these kinds of things, so maybe I'll do some more in the future. We recently hit 10,000 subscribers. We're actually approaching up on 11,000 now. It happened maybe in less than 2 weeks. We're up another 1,000. It's insane how fast my channel is growing now, and I just want to thank all of you guys. Seriously, just a huge shout out to all my bros, all my subscribers, everyone that watches. Can't really thank you enough. So just for that, we're going to go through and we're going to answer some of these questions. Now, to start it off, this one's not really a question, but I thought it would be nice to address. LOL, Reafi, I was the one who found you on the different channel, sorry. So what he's talking about was, I believe this is back in May, I was talking about how it's crazy how fast the channel is growing like it is now, even faster now, that people in random channels are actually starting to recognize me, but now that it's actually later on now that I'm addressing questions from 5 months ago, it's even crazier now. If I talk in any channel, immediately someone recognizes me, and it's flattering hearing people tell me how much my videos help them, but at the same time I try not to spam any channels, so if that happens I apologize. It's really not my intentions. I like to talk to all of you guys. I like to talk to all my fans. I like to talk to all the non-fans too. I just like to talk in the chat. That's just one of the things that I really like to do. So just try to understand that a little bit. I'm a player just like you guys, and the thing about this game is the community, and the community is really great. So I just want to, continue to be a part of that community by talking. The next question is by Ibrahim. How do I get you to summon for me? I don't get it. Okay, so I think I have addressed this at the end of my summons at pretty much every single video. The way you get me to summon for you is to email me. I need 3 things from you: your login information, the server you're on, and then which scrolls you want me to summon. I wouldn't want to summon a light and dark scroll or something if you were saving it, Just make sure you leave those 3 things when you email me, and every single video after I think about July mark, I have my Twitch information, my email, and my Facebook group. So really all you have to do is just look down in the description below. It's even in this video, it's down there in the description. So all you have to do is email me, leave those 3 things, and then you're good to go. Now keep in mind, summons are every single Tuesday, so if you email me on a Wednesday, you might not see your summons done till that next Tuesday. Now the next question is from Sargus. I need help in getting further with Hall of Wind, Fire, and Water. What are some decent monsters for each one so I can finally get those highs for my monsters? Thanks. So really the only stage that you need to farm is B7 for all of the essences. I find that to be the most energy efficient and to give you the most high essences. If you're having trouble with B7, Wind, Fire, or Water, I suggest you look at some of these monsters. For Wind Hall, I highly suggest building Colleen, the Fire Harpoo. Now that Necro is out, she's a very good monster to use for both Necro and for Wind Dungeon. For Fire Dungeon, you mostly need Veramos to cleanse those bombs. If you don't have Veramos, you could build Konamaya to cleanse the bombs. If not, the best thing to do for B7 for Fire Dungeon is to just nuke the boss as hard as possible. Now the Water Hall is a little bit more difficult because the Water Hall Dungeon has a lot more health, insane amount of health. So the Dark Salamander has all of his attacks do damage based off of the boss's max HP, which actually comes out to a lot of damage. If you have any monsters that do damage based off of the max HP of the enemy, I would also suggest using them. If not, you can just use dots, which for you newbie players, that stands for damage over time, or the continuous damage effects, which kind of acts like a little poison effect. Now the next question is, what Nat 5 do you want the most now? Now, the one natural 5-star I have been always wanting has been Zyros. I don't think there's a single player out there that doesn't want the Fire Dragon. 1, he just looks absolutely badass, and 2, he's just a really great monster. He does so much damage. He can be used as a tank. He can, do a lot of dots. He can replace Beretta. He can actually be really, really useful in Arena, and he's actually the one monster that I'm really missing to make my Trial of Ascension runs and my Arena fully auto. So to answer your question, my number 1 monster that I really, really, really want is definitely got to be Zyros. The next question comes from Sarah Curley. Can you please explain your theory a little more and what monsters you think are associated with each day, please? Now, I don't think monsters are associated with the day. I don't think wind monsters are on Wednesday and fire monsters are on Friday, or you know, certain natural 5-star monsters are on Tuesdays, you know. I do believe that there's a certain pattern to the summoning. I've seen a lot of repeats. You can see a lot of Hell Ladies being spawned back to back, or other monsters being summoned where it's just the same attribute and the same monster, or different attribute but the same monster. And I've seen a lot of consistencies. I've also seen a lot of repeats within 1 hour of summoning. Usually my summon sessions take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, and I summon a lot of the same monsters. It's led me to believe that there is a little cycle now, maybe not daily, but definitely within a certain time frame, and the percent chances of summoning is dependent on how many are in each second for when you press summon. So let's say there's one natural 4-star you could summon on the 5-second mark, and there's 9 other natural 3-star monsters you could summon on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and on and on and on second mark. Then technically it's a 10% chance to summon for that natural 4-star. So I do believe this is how they determine their percent chance on how to summon natural 5-stars and 4-stars. While it may be true that there is a percent chance for each different monster, it definitely varies between the percents for when you actually summon. Okay, next question. That was a little bit of a doozy. The next one comes from Jared Bowman. How do you get into this game? So this goes back all the way to last year. I was playing Clash of Clans with a friend. We pretty much did everything together for like 2 or 3 years. We were playing Minecraft, making a bunch of servers, admin on some servers, and we were pretty good friends. And eventually Clash of Clans, she stuck into it a little bit more, and I was kind of losing interest, so I wasn't logging in as much. And eventually I got kicked out of my clan, and we kind of just stopped talking from there. And I was looking for another game to get into. I was looking for more role-playing games rather than Clash of Clans type games. So I stumbled upon Summoner's War. I thought I'd give it a try, and I downloaded it, and that's where the origin of my name comes from. I was on some Minecraft server, and I was, you know, I put Phil145 or whatever, and I got a lot of crap because it was a role-playing server, and you needed a name to roleplay. So I started this game, and it's a role-playing game, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I need a name to roleplay or whatever. So I just came up with the first thing that popped up in my mind, which was a name that I used on a Minecraft server, which doesn't really have any meaning behind it, or maybe it does, you guys just don't know yet. And so I entered in my name, I logged on, and I started playing the game, and it just hit me instantly. I absolutely fell in love with Summoner's War. I've loved it ever since then, and I have never really liked an iPhone game this much. It is just an absolutely amazing mobile game, and the fact that you can take this game anywhere you want to is just phenomenal. I could play it on the bus if I wanted to. Anyways, okay, so this one's not really a question, but I just thought it was really funny. I got some of these random comments, a lot now that I get a lot of comments too, like more than 5 months ago when I made this video. But did you know that alpacas produce 56 pounds of fleece per year? No, I didn't know that. Thank you. Funny story, I actually went backpacking down in Peru and Brazil back in my high school years, and I was there with my now ex-girlfriend, and there was an alpaca that just got shaved or whatever for the fur. So I went up to pet it because I thought it was like, cute and all, and it was actually aggravated because it just got its fur taken off, and petting it when it's aggravated is a big no-no. It ended up kicking me in the knee, which hurt a lot. If you've ever been kicked by any animal that has really powerful hind legs, like a horse or a donkey or something like that, it hurts. Like they can break your leg. I'm not kidding. It hurt a lot. And then it turned around and it tried to spit on me. So that's pretty much my only experience with alpacas. The next question is, which Lucian is stronger, the Rage and Blade or Fatal Blade runes on him? So the way I look at it is, for beginner players, Fatal runes are a lot easier to get, so Fatal Blade will do more damage, but endgame runes, you're really going to want to get that Rage Blade, especially if you have good substats, because if you can get that attack power high enough and that extra 40%, it's going to really boost that damage out. So if you're just starting out, if you're really not getting a lot of good runes, definitely stick with Fatal Blade. Once you start getting those substats, I would start switching over to Rage Blade. That's definitely the end game build. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of questions about the summoning rotation theory. Again, I can't say it's for certain, but I definitely have a lot of evidence to back it up. I definitely have been theorizing about this same exact thing for a long time. I've gotten a lot of other YouTubers and other streamers that have also emailed me and messaged me saying that they think the exact same thing, that a lot of it really seems likely. Now, I don't think that there's some way to predict it. Obviously, the list could be randomized, and I don't think the CompTOS developers are that stupid to have the same exact monster summons every single day. Okay, so here is a question that I actually get a lot. Now I don't really use an intro. One, my intro got lost when my computer got wiped for its memory, and 2, I really don't like an intro. It's cool, but at the same time, I want you guys to see the video as fast as possible. I don't want to make you sit through 10 to 20 or 30 seconds of an intro introducing myself. You guys know who I am. You guys, most of you are subscribed. You know, I'm Reafi, Phil. And I make these videos for you guys, so I don't really need an intro to explain that to you. Now for the new people, I can pretty much introduce myself as soon as I start the video, and I don't really want to waste your guys' time. So for that reason, I really haven't been using my intro, but of course I switched to the old style outro to give you guys a better way to contact me and to get further involved with my channel if you really want to. Now back to the actual question. The song that I used in my intro back then, which is what I use a lot now, which is actually at the very beginning of this video, is actually Pegboard Nerd's remix of Mr. Wives' Coffins. So basically, I found Mr. Wives, which is a really good band, and I was just listening to it over and over and over, and I found myself just hypnotized in their music, and I found Pegboard Nerds, and I just absolutely loved the remix, and that's how I get my music on my videos. Which is your favorite monster from each element? Now, definitely, I'm going to answer this question in very easy terms. I only have one favorite monster, and I think we all know who that is. Come on guys, let's be honest. Next question is, what is your first natural 5-star and how did you react? So my first natural 5-star was the Wind Chimera. I was actually just getting hooked into the game and I really wanted a natural 5-star, so I was just dropping premium packs left and right like some crazy fat kid in a candy store. When he first came out, I wasn't really sure how to react because I wasn't sure how good he was. I didn't see a lot of people using the Chimeras at the time, so my first impression was, oh great, a useless natural 5-star. I was actually looking towards the Archangels because everyone was blowing the Archangels out of proportion, and of course, they look badass. But now that I look back on it, I was pretty dang happy. And of course, Chimeras are really great monsters. And to top it all off, the last question comes from County HD. Do you love us? This is totally Summoner's War related. Of course, I love all of my fans. I wouldn't be here without you guys. So for that, I definitely thank you guys. And I just want you all to know that I really appreciate you guys supporting me. It's why I do what I do now. So again, I thank you guys for all of the support that you've given me. I thank every single one of my subscribers. I hope to continue this thing as far as the future takes me. So on that note, I'll leave you guys with the question to answer yourself. What is your most terrible Summoner's War memory and why? So you guys just keep on keeping on, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay awesome. So basically the way Lyrith works now is she will split and put 2 incantations out there. She has 3 total. So whichever one she doesn't throw out at us will be the one that she